All rise for the Honorable Judge Starshard. You may be seated. Good evening, everybody. It's Monday. It's October 2nd. It's the first stream of a new month. You guys know what that means. We're going to be taking a look at some posts on Reddit. That's right. The posts are like something funny. I don't have any writers that are writing these jokes, so just pretend I said something funny and let's just jump right into it. It was 90 degrees today at one point. It's October 2nd. Amazing. So here we are. We are on. This is the traditional r/am I the asshole, with the O being a little butthole shaped fella there. We're gonna take, we have sorted it by top from last month, so we're just getting a snapshot of the last 30 days and we're just gonna go through them. I guess we can take a look. There's a couple of assholes down here, but why don't we take a look? Hello, Mighty Stoosh. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. I know there's a lot of people out there who love this segment. I know it only happens once a month, but we got to keep it fresh. I do have the bean counter set up. We didn't have any disrespects last month, but you never know. Maybe disrespect is coming back into popular usage. Let's take a look at the first one. Am I the asshole for laughing when my son came home from meeting his girlfriend's parents because he chose to behave like he does at home? Well, 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 how the turntables. My son burps a lot while eating. I've tried telling him multiple times it is rude. I mean, it depends on the culture. Some people, some places, the burping is... I don't know where these places are. I always hear about them. I don't want to, you know, say, oh, those primitive savages who burp and look how disgusting they are. No, I don't give a fuck what you do. Like, who cares if you burp? I mean, you should hear Emmykins just burp when she's eating. It's crazy. Like, shakes the windows in the house. I've told him to slow down so he doesn't swallow air with his food. I've told him that it is disgusting. My wife, okay, so this is the guy, I guess, presumably. I guess it could be two women. My wife will instantly jump in to defend him. She will say that's just the way he is, and it's not his fault. That's just the way he is. The thing is, he can control himself when I remind him. He just chooses not to. He just went on a date with his girlfriend last night, and she tore him a new asshole. Kinky. It was his first time meeting her parents since they live in another city. I wonder, how old is this guy? They went out to a fancy restaurant and he burped all the way through supper. He came fancy. Oh no. He came home almost in tears from her chewing him out for behaving like a jackass in front of her family. I heard him telling my wife about it and I laughed. She asked what was so funny and I reminded them both that I had tried dozens, if not hundreds of times to teach him table manners and he rejected them and she protected him. I said that now he is a grown man and he had to learn the hard way. They both think she overreacted and I'm the asshole for being amused by his experience. Mighty Stoosh wants to know how loud the burps were. I assume they don't have to be very loud when you're at a fancy restaurant with your girlfriend's parents. Pretty much any level of burp, if you're not immediate like, oh, sorry, excuse me. Then if you're just like, brr, brr, the whole time, yeah, it doesn't matter how louder it is. It reminds me of the dinner scene from Shrek 2. Better out than in, I always say. All right, available maze 5837. That sounds like a made up Reddit auto-generated name. Not the asshole. I also laughed at this. How old is your son? He's 22. So the guy is 22. He's burping at dinner at a fancy restaurant with his girlfriend's parents. I mean, no assholes here, I would think. Just a real big dummy. Amazing. Yeah, that's okay. That's a nice softball. Am I the asshole for telling one of my daughters classmates wait a minute. One of my daughter's classmates' moms to fuck off about what I put in my daughter's lunch? Okay, let's... I mean, is he putting like Oh, what's that nasty fish that everybody up here likes? Lutefisk. You're putting lutefisk in there. No names in this story are real. The people are real. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. For some context before the story, I, 38F, cook Asian foods regularly for dinner and for my daughter, Lily's 7F lunches at school. This is because my family enjoys these foods. I like to cook these foods, and my mom cooked a bunch of these foods growing up since she's half Japanese. Oh, that sounds amazing. Emmykins is asking how fancy. I mean, you still shouldn't burp at Olive Garden. I guess that's certainly, I wouldn't consider that to be fancy, but assuming that Emmykins' parents were like fancy people, I don't know how else to describe it. Now I'm thinking of that scene from the Regular Show where Muscle Man goes out to eat with his girlfriend and her parents, and he makes a fool of himself, but then it turns out that her parents are like totally down. Anyway, let's get back to this one. Oftentimes I'll either give my daughter some leftover from last night's dinner plus a fruit/veggie and a snack. Okay, so lunch. Or I'll make her a quick little bento box or some other thing really quick. After school one day, my daughter wanted to play on the playground for a bit before we went home. I said she could play for a few minutes, and she ran off to play. I was waiting next to this other parent who we'll call Debra. While I was waiting, Debra came up to me. Debra, are you Lily's mother? Me, oh yeah, I am. Why? Debra, well, your daughter's lunches have been bothering my son, and I would like to ask you to pack something else. Me, what? How are they bothering him? She then proceeded to start talking about how her son was complaining about my daughter's lunches smelling terrible, and that he thought it was disgusting. Okay. She also said her son didn't eat most of his lunch because he was so grossed out. What the fuck? Okay, I understand your son doesn't like the smell, but can't he just sit somewhere else? Debra, are you kidding me? My son shouldn't have to put up with whatever. Okay, this is fake. Get the fuck out of here. Fake story. We're out. Way too in depth with the conversation. That's like the conversation you have with yourself in the shower after you get home. Totally fake. Yeah, we're calling a order in the court. I declare this case fake. Am I the asshole? I have stage 4 cancer. No, I don't care. Am I the asshole for telling my wife I don't care about her dreams? Yes! Oh, here we go. Wrong kind of dreams. God damn it. My wife wants to be an influencer on TikTok and YouTube. She's been creating mommy content. And content about her day-to-day life. A day in the life of a however year old mommy. Oh, it's so gross. This is not a fanfic judging contest. That's next week. We're gonna be reading a bunch of Emmykins fan fiction that she wrote when she was 10 or 14 or 21. I don't know. Okay, so she wants to be an influencer. She's been creating mommy content and content about her day-to-day life. When she told me this is something she wanted to do, I didn't have a problem with. I only said that I don't want our children in any of her content. Yeah, that's kind of reasonable. I think a lot of these websites are going to have rules about that anyway, but whatever. We don't want to end up with another Daddy of 5 situation. I didn't monitor her channel because it didn't really seem necessary. I recently watched her channel because I thought it'd be cute. So see what she does in her day-to-day life. I found our children's faces in almost all of her content. Learn to type, dude. I told her straight up she needs to remove all of her content. She said that she knew I wouldn't agree, but she doesn't think this is a big deal. I don't like children content. I feel like a lot of the time when you see that children make profit, they become less of your kids. All right, so this guy's putting a lot of... You know what? Okay, let's read the rest of it. I'm formulating my opinion here. They become less of your kids and more of a product, and your interactions become more performative, and I can see the same thing has happened in her because she posted a video of her getting our 2-year-old out of a tantrum and how she deals with it. But how is your first instinct to record and hold a camera whilst our baby's crying? How else are you gonna make a tutorial? Like, this is how you use a fire extinguisher. Oh my god, why are you filming? You should be putting the fire out. Like, no shit, idiot. I'm gonna put the fire out. I gotta record it so other people can see how to do it. She started crying, saying that she built this up and this is her dream. Deleting her content will ruin it. And I said simply, I don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, this guy's totally the asshole. If you don't delete it, I will consider a divorce. Too late, you already did. I know a lot of people have children on their social media and I don't mind an Instagram or Facebook post, but to make videos seems too intimate to share. She told her friends and even hinted on her social media accounts that she has an over-controlling and narcissistic husband that doesn't want her on social media. I'm currently being ridiculed by her friends. Am I being over-controlling or narcissistic? Yeah, I'm gonna go against the chat here. And I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna say, this guy is the asshole. Hear me out, chat. Okay, she's making mommy content. That's not something that I'm interested in. That's not something Emmykins is interested in. That's way outside of my field of expertise in the form of content creation. However, who fucking cares? Oh no, my kids are in the video. Oh no. Why is it okay to post the pictures on Instagram and on Facebook, but you can't have a video? Like, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Like, these are your kids. This is your life. You are... I mean, so first of all, okay, the guy said, I don't want my kids, and she said, okay. That's kind of fucked up. She should have said, listen, let's talk about this. If I really want to take this seriously, the kids are going to have to show up, because that brings in the money. That's your money shot right there. People want to see the kids in the content. They don't just want to see some random lady making a bed or making a coffee, unless she's topless or something, but that's a different website. So yeah, maybe, you know, it said he was fine with it being on Facebook. I don't mind an Instagram or Facebook post, but to make videos seem too intimate to share, which, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he's an idiot. So I'm surprised this got not the asshole. Not the asshole. People who make profits from their kids' misery are the assholes here. And it seems like your wife is more interested in being a TikTok celebrity than being a caring wife and mother. Maybe she wants to do something besides be stuck at home with two not in school yet kids. That sounds miserable. Emmykins is like, I would kill myself if I had two kids. She's nodding her head. She's like, absolutely, yeah. Like, I wouldn't want to put that kind of evil on her, and she doesn't want to have to deal with that. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. Imagine twins. She did make that choice. You know, this guy, maybe he is controlling and narcissistic, and he's like, oh, come on, just like have a couple of kids. It'll be okay. It'll fix our relationship. I'm making a straw man here, but this is the information we have to go off. And this happens in real life. Anyway, yeah, this is way outside of my field of expertise. Maybe this is fucked up, but I think, like, let her cook. Okay, so yeah, that's our first. It's been a while since we went against the comments. Not the a-hole poo mode? What does that even mean? Poo mode? Am I the asshole for not backing down on my daughter's teachers calling her the proper name? Let's see this. Poo mode. This is now a proctologist only orifice. Oh no. When a post is in poo trademark mode, only users with enough subreddit comment karma are able to comment. If that doesn't include you, no worries. Check out new for other posts that are still open for comment. So this is like an alternative to locking it. You only let participants in to participate. My daughter Alexandra 14F hates any shortened version of her name. Oh, that sucks. That's like the Alex family of names has so many awesome ways you can shorten it. I would love if my name was Alex, or some variant of that, but it's not. Hates any shortened version of her name. This has gone on since she was about 10. The family respects it, and she's pretty good about advocating for herself. Should someone call her Lexi, Alex, etc. She also hates when people get her name wrong and just wants to be called Alexandra. She took Spanish in middle school. The teacher wanted to call all students by the Spanish version of their name, provided there was one. So she tried to call Alexandra Alejandra. Alexandra corrected her and the teacher respected it. She had the same teacher all 3 years of middle school, so it wasn't an issue. Now she's in high school and is still taking Spanish. Once again, the new teacher announced if a student had a Spanish version of their name, she'd call them that. So she called Alexandra Alejandra. Alexandra corrected her, but the teacher ignored her. Oh my God. My daughter came home upset after the second week. I'm not the type of mom to write emails, but I felt I had to in this case. It matters. It matters. This teacher is not Hispanic. It's just Peggy Hill. So this isn't a pronunciation issue. Her argument is if these kids ever went to a Spanish-speaking country, they'd be called by that name. Maybe. I found this excuse a little weak as the middle school Spanish teacher actually was Hispanic who had come from a Spanish-speaking country, and she respected Alexandra's wishes. The teacher tried to dig her heels in, but I said it wasn't that big a deal in her eyes that she called her Alejandra. Why is it such a big deal to just call her Alexandra? Eventually she gave in. Alexandra confirmed that her teacher is calling her by her proper name. My husband feels I blew this out of proportion and Alexandra could have sucked it up for a year. It's a tough one. Because if you're doing it for every kid, I think it's fair. I don't think my name has a Spanish equivalent. So I mean, it doesn't really apply to me. Therefore, I don't care. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to say not the asshole, but also maybe your daughter needs to not freak out. She has a long name. Having the ability to shorten it is so nice. Like I'm certainly jealous. The daughter is an asshole for caring so much. A little bit. Like I can understand when you're that age and you just want to be called your name, and maybe you grew up as Bobby and now you're like, no, my name's Robert. Like, stop calling me Bobby. That's like a baby name. Okay, Emikin just saying daughter needs to get over it. Wow. Let's see what the proctologists have to say. Her argument, no, not the asshole, but the teacher's reasoning was off. Every Spanish teacher I ever had did this. I don't get the outrage here. Not one kid ever argued about it. Usually people just laughed. It's yeah, this is a weird hill to die on. There's something to be said for not taking yourself too seriously. I'm going with you're the asshole here. Wow, finally, we had to go down quite a bit to Fear the Living 1999, a participant level 3. But yeah, I'm in agreement with that. If it wasn't a Spanish class and the teacher was like, I'm gonna call you Lexi because there's another Alex in the class or whatever, or there's specifically another Alexandra because, you know, I don't know, Alexandra A, Alexandra B, Lexi, Alex, Lex, Sandra. I mean, there's so many ways you could do it. Xandra is kind of cool, actually. Starts with an X. It's kind of like the lady version of Xander. Mighty Sush says, my son calls his friend Sam K and Sam F. Yeah, there were a couple of those when I was growing up. I don't remember any of them. I do seem to recall. Did I tell you guys about Kevin Simpson that I went to school with? Kid's name was Kevin Simpson. He was dumb as a box of rocks. And his sister, her name was Lisa. So his sister was Lisa Simpson, and boy, was that always a hoot. Mighty Stoosh says, my name is not that common. Yeah, Stoosh is kind of it's not a very popular name anymore. I know it was back in the 1800s. Like Ebenezer's Stoosh and Stoosh Grant and Liberty Stoosh. Am I the asshole for not giving up my seat and embarrassing the woman who demanded my seat? Oh boy, here we go. Now it's a pregnant woman and she wanted to tit in my thing and I blah blah blah. A few years ago, I 16F lost my left leg in an accident. Oof, that's rough, buddy. I've been using a prosthetic leg since then, and because my family's well off, it's a pretty advanced one. It's like a cyborg leg. It's like something out of Cyberpunk, where it just looks like I have two normal legs whenever I wear long trousers, which I usually do because I'm really self-conscious about showing my prosthetic. These days I can pretty much do anything I like without issues, walking, running, going upstairs. Damn, you can go upstairs? Oh, I need to get one of those legs. The main issue is keeping my balance when there are sudden changes in movement in places like trains and buses, which is where the topic of this post comes in. Hex says when you pick a name, make sure it's easy to abbreviate. Absolutely. That, if I don't have any kids, and I never will have any kids, but if I had to pick names for kids, I would want something that has like the diminutive form for when they're a little kid, and then the adult form or like teenager form, and then like the old man form. So Robert is perfect for this. You got Bobby, and then Robert, and then Rob, and then like Uncle Bob. It's incredible. You 4 different names from one name for your whole life. Same goes for William. You got Billy, William, Will, and then Uncle Willie. You cannot go wrong. Those are 2 great guy names. I don't know if ladies do that, but Emmykins is laughing at me for some reason. Yeah, you gotta min-max your kids' names. Gotta get as much as you can out of those. You only get to give them 1, or I guess 2 if you go with the middle name. What could Star's name be that's not easy to shorten? I mean, really, there's so many names that you can't shorten. That just like don't have, what's the word? They don't have like a defined shortened form. Yeah, I don't know. Hex is asking if middle names are pretty rare outside the US. I think they're common in most English speaking countries. And Hispanic countries also have like, they're not quite middle names. It's more like you have 2 first names and then multiple last names depending on how in-depth you want to get with your heritage. Those are the only 2 that I know. And then obviously like the Asian one, which is where you have the family name first and then the given name. All right, let's learn about this poor little girl who lost her leg in a horrible accident. I was riding the train and sat down in the seat reserved for disabled, elderly, and pregnant women. That's one hell of a combo there. A disabled, elderly, pregnant woman. It was pretty busy, so there were no other seats available, and a few stops later, a woman came up to me telling me I needed to move because she needs that seat and I shouldn't be sitting there. I told her I was sorry, but I need this seat myself. She got all argumentative that I just need to get up because that seat is meant for the elderly and I'm just a lazy child who is more than capable of standing. I again apologized and said I really need the seat myself. She left and got the train conductor, who also told me to get up. I was really done with being treated this way now, so I rolled up my trouser leg, showed my prosthetic, and told her I wasn't going to move. She suddenly got very red-faced and mumbled something before she got off at the next station. This is fake. This never happened. Although I could definitely see it happening. I could have said I had a prosthetic right away, but it's a really touchy subject. I don't know. If someone's sitting in a seat, you shouldn't bother them. Just like suck it up. All right. Am I the asshole for giving my son non-vegan food behind my wife's back? Uh-oh. This one went into poo mode too. I am 32 and my wife is 33. Nice. Now that's an age gap I can get behind. We've been married for 8 years and have a 12-year-old son together. Hold up. That does not compute. About 6 years ago, my wife decided to go full vegan. She was sent the documentary Dominion by a vegan friend of hers and ever since has said non-vegan food is revolting and refuses to eat it. Okay. You know what? No, I'm not gonna have this rant right now. I'm gonna save that for a different day. After a long conversation, I agreed to go vegetarian and be vegan in the house and around her, which she was happy with. She also decided our son should be vegan, which after seeing a dietitian, I also agreed with. Things have been fine with this arrangement until a few months ago when I began finding wrappers from non-vegan candy and even burgers from McDonald's in my son's school bag. Why would you bring the evidence home, dummy? Which he had been buying with chore money. I had a conversation with my son and he confessed he felt lonely and excluded eating vegan around his friends and that they always had much better candy than he did and it wasn't fair. Yeah, well, life's not fair. I decided I didn't want him spending his pocket money on snacks and throwing out the vegan snacks we actually brought him instead of buying games, etc. It made no sense, but I also know the way my wife feels about non-vegan products. So I began buying my son what he wanted on our way to football practice instead. Long story short, my wife found out and what has been going on and completely flipped out. She called me an animal abuse enabler, oh boy, and a few other names, and said I was corrupting our son. Now she's not speaking to me. Our son panicked and told her I had bought the snacks for him and he didn't know they weren't vegan. I don't blame him for that. He just doesn't want to be in trouble with his mom. Damn. So while we're on the topic of vegetarianism and veganism, first of all, I watched an amazing documentary today about the history of vegetarianism. I highly recommend it. It's on YouTube. It's by Knowing Better. If you're not familiar, I Google it, I guess. I'm not going to leave a link to it or anything. Second of all, I was reading an article about a grizzly bear that ate 2 people and their dogs in Banff National Park in Canada. And it made me think, how, and we're going to have this conversation now, I guess. We don't have to get too into it. Let's say, as humans, we say, okay, I will not eat meat because eating meat is unethical because it harms animals. But other animals eat meat, so should we let those animals eat meat? Because if it's unethical to eat meat, because it harms animals, then other animals who eat meat should not be able to eat animals because that's unethical. So this is now that I'm not a philosophy guy. I'm not an expert. I just think we should either be holding animals to the same standard we hold ourselves to, and we say, okay, we won't eat animals, so nothing gets to eat animals, or we say, nature's brutal, I'm gonna eat that steak. And then sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. All right, I think that's a reasonable agreement to have with nature. And yeah, Hex, I don't know if you saw that article. Apparently, when they showed up 5 hours later, the bear was still hanging around, munching on the couple. Yeah, so that just reminded me why I don't go camping or ever leave the house. I suppose a bear could break into the house and eat me, but we're not really in bear country. So what do we think about this particular situation? I'm going to say the wife has gone crazy a little bit. You're allowed to dictate what you eat, but you're not allowed to dictate what you're allowed to eat, to dictate what you will eat and what you will prepare, but you're not allowed to dictate what other people will eat or what they will prepare. And if this is such a touchy issue that it's causing friction in your relationship, this is maybe one of those situations where you need to go your separate ways. Meat makes you crazy? Oh, no meat makes you crazy. No meat and no beer make Homer something. Yeah, so I'm gonna agree with this comment here. My answer: our son is old enough to decide what he wants to eat and what his dietary preferences are. If we put him into a situation where he feels he has to hide things from us, that's on us. Exactly. Totally reasonable take. Sanest Redditor. Beautiful. This one does not actually have a what is this? A summary. It doesn't have a verdict, I guess. Am I the asshole for laughing at my housemate when he suggested I not shower on my period? Well, here we go again. I've 31 F, obviously, live in a share house. One of the housemates, Jack, M30, has never lived with a woman outside of his mother, but likes to say that he is aware of women's issues and calls himself a feminist. He means he's a womanizer, actually. For instance, he doesn't agree with the saying, no uterus, no opinion. He doesn't agree with the saying, no uterus, no opinion, because it's my job to be informed about any issue that could affect me if I become a father or husband, which is fine until it came to this issue. No uterus, no opinion. Is that a thing people say? That's kind of fucked up. I assume it has to do specifically with abortion, but like, you know, there's, you know, everyone gets their say on it. It's just how much of a stake they have in the issue. Rilip says man doesn't understand how periods work. Film at 11. In more news, man has no idea how periods work. So like most biological women, I have periods. I cannot use tampons or cups due to a condition called vaginismus. Isn't that where you have teeth? She's got teeth in there. It's pads all the time for me. Yay. I know the shock, shower during this time. Wow. I prepare a new pad onto a clean pair of undies. Okay, this is... I get it. Thank you. Shower as normal. Dry myself off in the shower and then step straight into the undies. And obviously check the bathroom for mess. Jack's never complained, nor has anyone else, so I figured my system is working. Q today, and I can't shower for 48 hours due to a heart monitor test. I was jokingly complaining about how I was going to survive without my nightly shower, and Jack looked up confused and said, "How is this any different to when you're on your period?" I asked him what he meant, and he said, "Well, you can't shower on your period unless you use a tampon." What? And I laughed because I thought he was joking. Yeah. He has shown before that he was at least semi-educated on women, which he got angry at. What the actual fuck? Jack said, "Wait, well, what do you do?" And I said slowly, "I shower." I wasn't getting it, I'm afraid. Jack said, "Without protecting my bathroom?" He does not own the house, by the way. And then went off. Apparently my period is unhygienic. It can cause infection if left on the shower floor. And he was under the impression that I hadn't been showering for a week when I had my period or using tampons. I said that due to reasons I can't use tampons, and he told me that I'm banned from showering when I'm on my period, which I laughed again at. "Oh, you're serious?" Let me laugh even harder. At which I did apologize for and say, "I'm sorry for laughing, but the audacity of that statement." The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch. "I ban you from showering." I told Jack he has no way of enforcing this, nor would I be sticking to this, and he said, "Fine. Then every time you shower, you need to bleach the bathroom afterwards." To which I couldn't help but laugh again. Apologizing. Why are you apologizing to this guy? He's clearly an asshole. But saying, "We're in a share house. That's not reasonable when other people need to shower / use the toilet. And considering I'm sure at least somebody else pees in the shower, it's ridiculous to only enforce on me." I brought that up and he said, "Nobody does that. I've never heard of that in my life." So I just had to walk away. Jack's been complaining to other housemates about this and saying that we need to watch out for me. And we all just think he's being absurd for banning me. But a couple think that I should at least try and... What's the compromise? Oh my God. Oh. What is with these people who hear an absurd statement and they're like, "Well, you could try to compromise." There's no compromise. That's like, I think I should shit in your mouth, and I don't think you should shit in my mouth. What's the compromise? You shit a little in my mouth? Compromise, I will impregnate you so there's no period. No, she has vagina dentata. She can't get pregnant. Well, I guess she could, but you won't be happy about the results. Not the asshole says, "Expensive day 3551. I'm surprised he doesn't ask you to go into a special hut in your unclean time." Man, these people. Like, I get that it's kind of gross, and I mean, nobody likes this. Nobody wants to have to deal with this, guy or lady. Probably the lady more so has issues with it. But you know, yeah, you're right. Somebody peed in the shower. It's a self-cleaning device for the most part. The water gets in there, it rinses everything off. Mighty Sushi, are you familiar with the there's like a tribe in Africa or something like that where if you're on your period, you have to go sit in the special hut for a week? You're not allowed to interact with the rest of the village. I mean, I don't know if it's in Africa. It could literally be anywhere on Earth. It could be in France for all I know. You got to go to the special unclean hut. Like, I get it. It's kind of gross, but like, suck it up. Lots of things in life are gross. Does that mean a vacation? No, it's like a shitty hut. I guess it's a vacation. You don't have to deal with a bunch of idiots who think that you're unclean, but other than that, not really. Am I the asshole for saying not again and not being happy for my oh, wait a minute. For saying not again and not being happy for my daughter's pregnancy. Oh, not again. Rilip says, I say send all the men away for a week. They're the babies complaining. Yeah, well, they're in charge, so gotta do what they say. On phone. Thank you for letting us know. My daughter got pregnant the second year into college. It was not a good time. My husband and I stepped up so she could finish college, which she did. She just graduated and just got a job. The problem is at the moment she cannot afford childcare or rent since her job kind of sucks. Does she have a boyfriend or a husband or anything? We were hoping she'd be moving out by the end of the year. She told us today that she's pregnant again. When she told us, I said, not again. She asked if I was happy for her, and I told her no. Yeah, that we will not look after another kid, and we already wanted her to find her own place by the end of the year or next summer at the latest. She's pissed at us, and we got into an argument. She thinks we are assholes. Oh, man. Stepped up. What does that mean? Yeah. I assume they're taking care of the kid so she could go finish school. Hey, Rainbow Yeti. Rainbow Yeti survived the Russian roulette. Congratulations. Man, this is so straightforward. Not the asshole. Does she not have a... She doesn't have anybody to... Not the asshole. Stop having kids before you're financially independent. Why should you foot the bill for her and her baby daddy's poor decisions? It's the baby daddy's grandparents' turns. Haven't people figured out what causes this yet? Seriously, birth control is easy to obtain. Guys, you know where babies come from, right? Nobody knows. No, nobody knows. It's a mystery. The science is still out on where babies come from, unfortunately. We may never know. So yeah, obviously not the asshole. Stop having kids if you can't afford them. I realize that sucks because everything's expensive, but okay, you can have kids if you can't afford them, but don't push them off onto other people who have not been involved at all in their creation. But yeah, there's birds. Like a bird delivers it, or maybe some bees. I don't know. It's... Yeah, Rainbow Yeti. I have no idea. They didn't teach us that in school. I'm in America. They just said, never hold hands or you will get pregnant and then you will die. Okay. Am I the asshole for embarrassing someone by pretending to be Japanese? And that is in quotes. So I'm going to guess this person is actually Japanese. Backstory, F20. I have a Japanese name even though I am not ethnically Japanese. My mom is Korean and my dad is British. Huh. Oh, this is like my little sister. She has a Hawaiian name. They met and fell in love while studying in Japan and had me there after marrying. We lived there until I was 14 before moving to the States. This will be important later on. Today, a group of my roommate's friends came over to study with her, and I happened to be in the living room when they arrived. They were introducing themselves to me, and when I said my name, I have a pretty common Japanese girl name, so it's pretty hard to be mistaken about the origin. And one of the girls made a disgusted face and laughed at me, saying that was so dumb. She said that she was Japanese American, and I was culturally appropriating her country as a white person. All right, this is fake. Fake. Cultural appropriation don't real. Also, nobody would use it like that. Are you gonna say, oh, that's cultural appropriation because of your name? First of all, it's not your fault what you're named. Second of all, that's not cultural appropriation. All right. Am I the asshole for going on vacation without my husband? No, you're a saint. My husband 32M and I 29F planned a week vacation to New Orleans in the US. Oh, yeah, good luck with that. But mostly I have been planning this for months. Back in March, I told him I would plan most of it, where to go and what to do. All he had to do was make sure he had the week off and buy the plane tickets. Oh, but that's so much work. I spent the last 2 months researching what to do. I booked man, this sounds like an awful vacation. and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna visit the French Quarter, and then we're gonna go to the stadium, and then we're gonna take a riverboat, and we're gonna go to the casino, and then we're gonna go to blah 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 blah. And the guy's like, oh, this does not sound like a vacation anymore. I booked the hotel room, made reservations at places we wanted to try. Yeah, right. I made a list of all the sites I wanted to see. Oh. Ugh. Every few weeks I would check in with my husband to see if he'd asked off and bought the tickets yet. He would say he was waiting for plane ticket prices to go down. They do not go down. They only go up. 3 weeks ago I reminded him again, and he said he had got off work for those days but had forgotten to get the tickets. He looked online and the tickets were close to $1,500 a ticket. He said he was going to wait some more to see if they would go down. Last week I asked if he had bought them yet, and he said no. We looked again and the prices were still high, because that's how plane ticket prices work. He said he wasn't willing to spend that much of them and asked how much money I would lose if I just canceled everything instead. He offered to have a nice staycation instead. I told him I was not willing to cancel everything because I spent so much time planning it. We argued and he didn't come to a conclusion. I wound up buying just one ticket for myself, and when I flew out on Saturday, I told him I was still going, and he acted all surprised that I didn't want to stay home with him. Let's see. I am New Orleans now. I am in New Orleans now, and he's blowing up my phone saying that I'm an asshole for still going without him. He was trying to get a ticket to come too, but I told him if he came, he's going to get his own hotel room because this is now my vacation away from him. God damn. Here's my thoughts on vacations. Emmykins tells me about all the places she wants to go, and I say, that's great. You have fun. I'm not against people who want to travel. I'm against traveling. You can go wherever the heck you want. Just don't drag me into it. Go with somebody else who wants to travel. Don't, like, I'm going to be miserable the whole time, and you're not going to hear the end of it. You go and you have fun. I'm going to stay home. And oh, Hex is saying these guys are bad at communications. I mean, not really. Well, yes. I mean, I don't know. Probably. But yeah, not the ass. Kind of the asshole. He just, it doesn't seem like he really wanted to do it. It seemed like this was her thing. Like, I can imagine this. I would have been right at the beginning. I would have said, I'm not going to go, but you go and have a blast. And then that should be the end of it. Obviously, she's fine going by herself because she ended up doing it. So why not just lead with that? And then the husband can say, great, I get to stay for a week at home. I get to eat Reese's Puff cereal every day. I get to play video games. And I get to, well, I guess I'd probably still have to work. I guess if I took the week off, though, oh man, that actually doesn't sound too bad. I take the week off, Emmykins goes somewhere. I just got to hang out with Cat. Maybe I can pawn Cat off on his grandma. Could be a fun staycation. I could see that. Yeah. So, yeah, buy your plane tickets early. They're not getting any cheaper. Not the asshole, says outrageously _penguin. I don't know WTF your husband's deal is, but he acted like a real asshole. I don't know if he deliberately sabotaged the trip or just didn't care enough to follow through on his tiny piece of things. But you were absolutely right to not let him ruin the trip for you. And he be sure as hell shouldn't be booking an expensive plane ticket to come join you now. I hope he'll be ready with a massive apology when you get home. Okay. All right. Next one. Am I the asshole? Oh, another period piece. Am I the asshole for leaving menstrual pads in a visible place in the bathroom? X is a new acronym. Neither of you are assholes, but you're kind of treading the line. Or Neuerberg-Coddle for short. My husband 30, his friend 30, and I are currently on vacation sharing a rented apartment with just one bathroom. Yesterday, I got my period and bought some pads. I left them on the bathroom counter in a semi-sheer bag where they weren't even visible. However, my husband thought this was inappropriate and could make his friend uncomfortable. Knowing that someone in the apartment is bleeding. Oh my God. Are these are man children, right? I argue that menstruation is a natural process and should not be considered gross or dirty. No, it's gross and dirty, just like pooping. It's part of existing. Like, just, you do what you gotta do. Like, you don't get grossed out when you see toilet paper. It's the same thing. If your grown-ass friend is uncomfortable at someone having a period, let him be uncomfortable. Yeah. Women shouldn't be shamed or stigmatized, as this has historically caused women to suffer. Yeah. And seeing, like, obviously you don't want to, like, get in there unless you're into that when it's going on. Like, you go take care of what you got to take care of, and then you come back and everybody's fine. Same way you wouldn't want anyone walking in on you while you're pooping unless you're into that, which I have to put that in there just in case someone's listening like, oh, well, actually, Star, there are some people who want to watch other people poop, and those people are valid. Okay, yes, all right, we get it. But in the same way that seeing toilet paper is not inappropriate, neither is seeing pads or a thing of tampons or whatever. Now, if they're used, that's a little gross. You should, you know, wrap them up, put them in the trash can. Don't just leave them laying around. We've had that one on here before. Are they valid? Hex wants to know. Well, I mean, it's like a kink thing. I don't know. They're valid in the sense that I don't want to say everybody is not gonna like that, but just I want to leave room for people who are into weird shit. Anyway, yeah, not the asshole. Am I the asshole for turning around and going back to my parents with my baby when I got home because my husband let his homeless brother move in and everyone had lice? Oh my god. This is like an episode of a sitcom. You let your brother into the apartment? Oh, he's my brother. He was homeless. They have lice. Lice, Jerry. I don't know what you're talking about. I recently went to see my parents with my newborn. It was just for the long weekend, so my husband stayed home with our 3 older children. 7, 5, and 3. Oh, God. 4 kids? Do they need a reality show? 4 kids and counting. We're shooting for the record. My husband called me when I was out of town to let me know his brother needed a place to crash. I said that he should give him a ride to a shelter or something, because it was a bad idea to let his brother in our home. He has stolen from us before. When I got there, there were 5 very itchy people in the house. I immediately got back in my car and went to my parents' house. My husband was calling me the whole time because he needed help dealing with the lice. Help. Help, I don't know how to deal with lice. I don't know how to use Google. Got to delouse them in the foyer. Just hose them off. I didn't call him back until the baby was settled back in at my folks' place. I told him the pharmacy had the shampoo and comb for lice. He said he needed me to come home and take care of it. No, I'm too stupid. You have to come back. I noped. I said that he let his brother in our house against my wishes. His brother gave them all lice. I also reminded him that when our oldest got lice from kindergarten, he didn't help me at all. I hate lice. They freak me out. I dealt with it because I had to. This time it's on him. He said he would have to use up his sick days to take care of this. I said, tough shit. He did it. He took his brother to a shelter. He deloused himself and the kids, and he spent 3 days cleaning all the bedding and furniture. Oh, at least he stepped up at the end. Let's see. He called me every day begging for help. I did not come home until his moth confirmed that everything was done. He is pissed that I stuck him with all that by himself. I know I should have helped, but it was too much. I'm still not 100% from the baby. It was just too much. Oh boy, this is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, lots of, okay, the record, Hex is saying the record for the most children by one couple is 69.
69, dude.
That jumped over one there. Lots of twins, triplets, and quadruplets. Oh boy, that's, I don't know, man. I think you tell those people to go live by themselves in the woods and sort it out on their own. No village in the world is gonna want to deal with that kind of nonsense. I'm gonna say everybody sucks here. Just because, well, okay. Did she want to have another kid? Info. Did you want to have a 4th kid, or was your husband like, oh, come on, let's just keep having kids. When we die, we get to have our own planet if we have enough kids. That's the rule. Or is she like, oh, I just want to have a real big family? Either way, everybody sucks here. Am I the asshole for giving my late husband's estate to a stranger instead of our kids? I don't even want to take a look at that one. That's just going to piss me off. Am I the asshole for taking potatoes off a guy's plate at a wedding? Wait a minute. This is a weird wedding one. I just got back from my friend's wedding in Mexico. It was at a fancy all-inclusive. Everyone mostly did their own thing with only a few group events planned other than the wedding and reception, obviously. One of the group activities was a dinner out at one of the restaurants that required a reservation. It was beautiful and the service was fantastic. One hiccup. The best man did not want potatoes. Okay, weirdest man alive. He wasn't allergic. Potatoes did not take out his parents in a dark alley, and he hasn't sworn to avenge them, as far as I know anyways. I speak Spanish, and after he asked me, I asked the waiter to please not serve him potatoes. Well, you know where this is going. He was maliciously served potatoes, and he would not shut up about it. He pointed out to everyone at our table that he had been served a starchy tuber against his will. Other tables were watching him and listening to him getting upset about the potatoes. Yeah, man that doesn't want a potato is clearly an alien, Rilip is saying. He was maliciously served potatoes and he would, okay. He ate the rest of his meal but would not drop the potatoes. I just couldn't take it anymore. I reached over and grabbed the potatoes and put them on my plate. And then I ate them. I ate all of them. He just sat there stunned. Then he got up and went to his suite. He avoided me the rest of the time, but he made sure to tell everyone what an asshole I was and how unladylike my behavior was. Wow. First of all, who doesn't like potatoes? Second of all, what are you for? They're just potatoes on your plate. You ate the rest of your food. What difference does it make? Well, here's the thing. I don't like bell peppers, right? We've been over this. Everybody knows this. This is pretty common Star Shard lore. But if somebody put a bell pepper on my plate, or even if I was at a fancy restaurant, if I asked for no bell peppers and they still put bell peppers on my plate, I would simply just eat it or not eat it. But I wouldn't bitch the whole time. I'd be like, oh man, they gave me bell peppers. Oh well. You get what you get, I suppose. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. In this case, the bears are bell peppers. Yeah, this guy's just... Like, as someone who complains a lot, that's really petty. Am I the asshole for not having much of a reaction to my daughter coming out and introducing us to her partner? Well, that's pretty fucking gay. My daughter's 23 and she requested dinner with us because she had something important to tell us, being my wife and I. She introduced us and came out. My wife was emotional, gave her a big hug, and told her how proud she was. I, on the other hand, did not react to her coming out. I honestly did not care about that part. I was honest, her partner was cool, and she was very interesting. I was honest, her partner was cool. Like, she skateboards and does science, and she was very interesting. My wife told me I was rude for ignoring our daughter's announcement. I told my wife that I did not care who she was attracted to. All I cared about was if she was happy. I'm just gonna skim this. Oh my god, these are all edits and updates, like 75%. Yeah, and no, that's seems pretty reasonable. Like, that's great. Like, if I had a kid, which let's hope that I don't somewhere, and then like, Dad, I'm gay, I would say, okay, well, you want a cookie? Like, who cares? I'm not one of those people that's gonna make a big deal out of what someone's orientation or whatever. Like, I always kind of figured, you know, you had all those half-naked dude posters up in your room, but I get it. Rilip says you're homophobic for acting totally normal when they came out. That's a wild take. It's like being colorblind, except even stupider. Oh, I'm required to say, hi gay, I'm dad. Yeah, Hex is right. You gotta get in there with the dad joke. Am I the asshole for laughing at my ex and her husband for asking to have our daughter for another month? Am I the asshole for laughing at my ex? Am I the asshole for laughing at my ex and her husband for asking to have our daughter for another month? Hold on. For some context, I, 46M, was married to my ex-wife AITA. Idaho? 46F for 21 years before she cheated. Yep, Idaho. And remarried to her now dick of a husband. Okay, don't editorialize, OP. Just write the facts and I'll judge them. You're on thin ice. We have 4 kids together. Henry, Zach, Cam, and Rory. This situation only involves Rory, who was 15. Since my boys were teen/young adults when we divorced, they got to choose who they lived with. Rory, on the other hand, didn't. I have Rory most of the time. I pay for schooling, blah, 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 blah. For the 4th of July, Rory went over to AITA and Dan's and stayed there for about a week, and then school started. Rory confided in me the whole time she was there, she couldn't really do anything fun and was stuck watching her younger siblings while Dan and AITA went out. She told me she felt like a babysitter, blah, blah, blah. About 2 nights ago, I got a call from AITA. Wait, she went over there for the 4th of July, and she stayed there until about a week before school started. This is from 3 days ago. The 4th of July was like 3 months ago. What the heck's going on here? She also told me she'd like to stick with visits again and not staying for a whole month or 2. Okay. About 2 months ago, I got a call from AITA. She seemed happy and started talking about Rory and how she liked it there. She continued to ramble a bit before asking for me to ask Rory about staying another month. I laughed, which caused AITA to be mad, and she hung up. Dan texted me for... I gotta know the timeline for this. Some info. It was the 4th of July 3 months ago. Why is your brother prioritizing? Not the asshole. Okay, nobody's questioning the timeline here. I have no idea. I'm gonna say not the asshole, but explain your timeline, please. Also, making a value judgment on your ex-wife and her husband is not applicable to the case. Am I the asshole for not going to my sister-in-law's wedding due to her dress code? Yes, here we go. This is my jam. I am an expert in wedding etiquette. I, 25F, am having a conflict with my husband's sister, 36F. How old's your husband, dude? She's getting married in 2 weeks, and her dress code is incredibly complicated to adhere to for me. It is black tie, long sleeve, and floor-length gowns. The conflict happened because I am currently 34 weeks pregnant and overheat very quickly. Rilip, what is 34 weeks? How close are we to popping here? Is that watermelon about to burst, or are we like halfway through? The wedding is entirely outside in the middle of the day in the southern USA where it's incredibly hot. I cannot be in a long sleeve floor length gown in the heat for 8 hours. Popping is 37? Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. Nope. Do not redeem. 40, okay. 40 weeks is about normal? Okay. All right. I told her yesterday that I cannot attend her wedding if she's not going to budge even slightly on the dress code. I told her she has the right to have her wedding how she wants, but for it to be her perfect day, but I have the right to look out for my own health. She freaked out at me and told me I was being incredibly selfish, and that for once it isn't about me and my fucking baby, which she only said because she's jealous I'm having the first grandchild. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourself. You're the asshole, by the way. Am I the asshole for suggesting my wife lower her standards so that she'll be less overwhelmed? Okay, I gotta read this one. My wife, 37F, and I, 38M, have 3 kids, 12, 10, and 8. Oh, what a disaster. She's in a constant state of overwhelm and very easily irritated. No shit, she's got 3 kids. Constantly complaining how it's all too much. I'm of course happy to help and do my fair share for the kids or household, but it's never enough because her standards are too damn high. She insists one of us has to be up at 6:45 every morning to make sure the kids are ready and make the bus, which comes at 7:45. I mean, I'm up at 6:45. I don't have to help the kids, but I'm definitely up. I told her they're old enough to not need that much help already. They can all dress themselves and pour themselves cereal and milk. There's no reason we have to be up. Do you not have jobs? She says that cereal isn't a good enough breakfast. True. They need something more substantial, especially the 12-year-old, and the 10-year-old has ADHD and will definitely struggle without help in the morning. And anyway, she wants to see them off and kiss them goodbye for the day. Does she have a job? So she gets up, I don't, then she gets upset that I never give her a morning off when all she needs to do is just take the morning off when she wants to and let the kids handle themselves. Okay, I'm beginning to see why this guy is the asshole. Mindy Stu says, my kids eat cereal most days. Yeah, I mean, it's probably reasonable, but like depending on what kind of cereal it is, especially, it's just like eating a bowl of candy. Philip says, my kids don't even eat cereal most days. Toast or Pop-Tarts. Let them eat cookies. I used to do that when I was in high school. I would microwave a bacon strip, and then I would make some toast, and then I would make a little bacon sandwich. Also, she is super strict about screen time during the week and is exhausted and snappy from arguing about it with the kids, and upset I don't support her strict limit of 2 hours a day. Oh my god. We're gonna talk about screen time at the end of this post, chat. Let's get to the end first. I say as long as homework is done, why not until bed? She says it's not healthy for them. You know what else isn't healthy? No, we're saving it. They need to play outside or with game and toys. Read some books. Just entertain themselves in more ways than one. I agree they should enjoy other things, but not seeing why we have to make such a rigid limit. She also likes to get out on weekends and do stuff like zoos, museums, etc., but then complains about the planning for the outing and how grouchy the youngest gets by the end of it. And again, I say, let's just chill at home and voila, you've cut the work. This dude's onto something here. I'm an engaged and active parent. I'm not trying to get out of it, but I don't think I should have to help my wife dig herself out of her own self-created holes. She creates the stress for herself, then turns to me to alleviate it, which I think is unfair. Am I the asshole for telling her that she needs to do less and then she won't need this level of help? Mighty Stucious, I let my kids play games. They're loving Stardew now. Is this me and my wife? I only have 2 kids though. Okay, let's talk about screen time, chat. Because while, yes, spending all day on your computer or whatever is quote unquote unhealthy, you know what else is unhealthy? Sitting at a desk for 8 hours, 9 hours a day, staring at a screen at work, and then coming home and then being told, you can't use your computer because you already met your screen time limit. Why don't you go sit outside? No, go fuck yourself. This is what I like to do. This is what I'm going to do. And if you're going to take that away from me, things are going to get a lot worse for everybody. Like, you can pry my screen from my cold, dead hands. Like, it's important to be healthy, but it's also important to have a fun hobby. And if they're just going to take away every hobby that might be fun, they need to go play outside. With what? A stick? Just let them go outside and beat each other with sticks. And games and toys. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind some board games. Read some books. Fuck that. Just entertain themselves in more ways than one. You know what people used to do for fun? They used to burn witches, chat. They'd have public executions. That's what you ever get, the whole town together and hang yourself a witch. Nowadays, you just play video games, all right? Just let people get their violent urges out in other healthier ways. And she likes to get out on weekends and do stuff like zoos and museums. And then the kids bitch about it. Just stay home, man. This sounds awful. Has she also enrolled them in every single sport? Hex says witch burnings are outside and pretty physically active. Well, for at least a few of the people, maybe. Yeah. So this guy has been classified as an asshole. I'm curious what the chat has to say, because all I'm seeing is someone who is forcing her kids to do a lot of things that they don't want to have to do. She's not letting them be independent with their morning preparation, which, yeah, 12, 10, and 8. Like, maybe the 8-year-old needs a little bit of help in the morning, but 12 and 10? I was walking my ass to school when I was that age. Are you kidding me? Redlip says, I say not the asshole, but you might be divorced. Yeah. All right, what does chat have to say? You're the asshole. Your wife's standards are just being a decent parent. And you're not doing your fair share if you aren't helping with those things you consider unnecessary. An 8-year-old and a 10-year-old with ADHD are not ready to totally get themselves ready in the morning. Oh boy. To be fair, a lot of kids around that age have to get ready on their own because their parents already left for work. I was one of them, and it was pretty normal in my social circles, and now I'm a teacher and know this from lots of students. But when I was 8, my parents left at 4:45 and 6:30 for work, and I had to get up and ready on my own. Yeah. Why don't you think about all the other kids out there? I'm an active and engaged parent, to quote the article. You don't sound like it. There are things a parent has to do for children in the mornings. Your youngest is 8. Cereal's nothing but sugar. 2 hours of screen time is generous, not strict. Holy fuck. Are these people insane? It's totally okay for your kid to go to school for 8 hours, but as soon as they want to do something fun in the evening, you're like, no, you can't do that. Man, this is why I don't have kids. Well, I mean, add this to the list. Oh man, this might be a no one's the asshole, but you guys need to get a life. I forgot what the acronym was. Hex says my brother's a nerd and has a hard cap on his kid's screen time. Oh man, that sucks. The most terminally online Redditors think screen limits are a good idea. Go figure. I think they just... Okay, here's the hierarchy of things that Redditors hate. Women, children, and then you go way further down, and then I don't actually know what's after that. I've never gotten past the first two. I'm surprised they're siding with the wife in this situation, though. Usually I would say those ungrateful kids need to do more work themselves or something. I think in this case, he just doesn't really sell himself very well. X says if you want to be really fancy, you make the kids earn screen time. God damn. You earn screen time by spending all day at school and being miserable. Okay, all right, here, someone has translated this. So this is how this reads. My wife is a hands-on active parent who wants our children to have well-balanced meals, minimal screen time, and a fun and stimulating outings, and that's too much work for me. I'd prefer my kids eat whatever they can find in the kitchen without bothering me, that we stay home and do nothing, and the kids play on their devices and watch TV in their spare time. Amazing. Yeah, and during school should count. I had to go to school when I was a kid, as most kids do, and I hated it. And then when I got home, if I came home from school, my parents were like, okay, your 2 hours of screen time starts now, I would have thrown a fit. Been like, I just busted my ass. I mean, I wouldn't say it like that. I would probably find a more diplomatic way to say it as a kid, because I tried to be pretty mild-mannered, like I've said in the past. Here's a list of reasons why, as a kid who does really well in school, I should not have a cap on my screen time. I think, okay, here's my thoughts on a screen time. If you really gotta have screen time limits. If they're getting straight A's, no cap. You can do whatever the hell you want. You're not getting straight A's? Okay, now we need to come up with a plan. And I realize grades are like kind of a nebulous measurement, but they are indicative of the kid paying attention, doing the bare minimum, and doing the assignments as requested by the teacher. It's really easy to get all A's in school. Emmy, okay, we're getting a request. Mighty Stoosh is asking Emmykins if I busted my ass in school. She might be listening. She might respond. Grades can be just one thing to earn screen time. No, I think as a kid, that is your job. Your job is to go to school and do well. If you're going to put extra responsibilities on your kids, keep in mind, these kids did not put themselves in this situation. You have put the kids in this situation. You are responsible for this. This is your fault. They have done nothing wrong. I think all you need to do as a kid is you go to school, you get good grades. That's all you should have to do. Anything extra on top of that, you need to be compensated. So, yeah, that's my thought on this. I don't think there should be any limits on what your kid can do within reason. until grades start slipping, and then you can start saying, listen, this is your one job. If you can't even do your one job, we're gonna have to start making cuts around here, and the first thing that's gonna go is gonna be the screen time. And that'll, if they're really into their phones or their tablets or their Xbox or whatever, you better believe they're gonna either shape up or you're gonna ship them out. Just, you got to treat it like a business. If they're high performers, they're the rock stars. They get everything they want. Performance starts slipping, you got to write them up. Maybe we talk about disciplinary measures. But yeah, that's it. And if they do chores, you better be paying them too. All right, that's my philosophy on raising kids. Yours may differ. As someone who was at one point a child, that is how I wish that my life had been. And it mostly was, actually, because like I said, I did really well in school. All right, let's see. Emikin says, not at all. Halloween senior year, he had to work on a project he put off the last minute while I watched a Halloween marathon. Well, that's true. I did put off a lot of projects till last minute. Because I felt that I performed best under immense time crunch pressure. I was training for a job in game development, which never came to pass. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter that life doesn't stop for others just because hers isn't going well? Oh, this is by deleted. Damn. I have 3 kids, and my daughter 27F hasn't had the best luck in her romantic life. She's gotten cheated on many times, and her previous relationships were unhealthy. I also believe she's in a toxic relationship with her current boyfriend. Well, you know what they say. My nieces and nephews, along with my other kids, are all happily married. Some started their own families. My nieces and who? Oh, okay. So your siblings' kids. I don't know why I had to like process that. Along with my other kids are all happily married. Some starting their own families. It was my sister's birthday recently, and she and her husband had planned the trip for the family. She helped with expenses if needed, but for the most part, everyone paid for themselves. That's the wrong paid. PAID is the correct. Anyway. We did things as a family. We did things as family, but there were times when we split up to do something with just our partners. So sometimes my daughter was by herself or basically being a third wheel. At the end of the trip, my daughter complained to me how she hated going on the trip, that she felt like it was a cruel joke. She was there by herself, and that the others should not have show affection to their partners when she was around. This is not the first time she complained about something like this. Why was she even invited? She's done it after holidays and birthdays as well. I'll admit I'm tired of my daughter complaining about this, so I told her that just because her life isn't going well doesn't mean others will stop living theirs. She hasn't talked to me. What do you mean everyone sucks? She hasn't talked to me since that was almost 2 weeks ago. My husband is on my side, but I'm worried I'll lose my daughter. Oh, man. Okay. All right. This is like the lady in a relationship version of an incel. And I hope that what I'm saying makes sense. Because I can just imagine her being on this trip and like muttering to herself the whole time about all these damn happy people with their happy relationships. And they're happy. I'm not happy. How come I don't get to be happy? I deserve to be happy. A lady incel is called a leg beard, Mighty Stoosh. I think they're also just called incel, actually. A leg beard is the lady equivalent of a neck beard, though, which typically has a lot of overlap with incel. Yeah, see, Emmykins is saying, I didn't say he didn't do good. I'm just saying I don't think he busted his ass because he was also lazy. Listen, it doesn't matter how much work you do. What matters is the end result. An A is an A is an A. Whether I did it the night before or I did it 3 months ahead of time, it doesn't matter as long as it got done. So sometimes my daughter was by herself for basically being a third wheel. Why would you plan couples activities on the trip if not everyone was a couple? Because everyone was a couple except for her. She could have decided not to go. What the heck? Oh, this is crazy. All right, let's get at it. I don't even know how to respond to this. I think I did. Am I the asshole for agreeing with the school when they dress coded my daughter and not fighting it? Wow, sanest parent ever? This is about my youngest. Okay, it doesn't really, okay. I would like to start off saying that dress code is very reasonable. The rules is don't see undergarments, and this affects the guys more than the girls. Guys, pull your pants up. I have 3 kids, and the older 2 have never been dress coded. Now my daughter came home and she was in her gym clothes and she got dress coded. It came with a school email and a picture of the shirt. They took the picture after my daughter changed, and it was a swim top cover-up. It's sheer. This makes complete sense to me why she was dress coded. She got a warning and that was that. Now my daughter and oldest daughter are pissed that I didn't stick up for her. My sister is now on my ass since the kids told her, and they all think I am a jerk. I don't know what's a swim top cover up. Hold on. Let me see this. Swim top cover up. Joke's on you. I'm not wearing underpants. So you can't see them. Swim top cover up. I mean, depending on which version this is, yeah, this is either definitely fine or definitely not fine. So I would have to see a picture. I didn't stand up for my kid against the school when they dress coded her since her top was sheer and it literally break the only rule. So basically her bra was showing. Hey buddy, you guys want to see Cat? He's over here. Hold on, no, Cat, stay right there, we're gonna show you off. Okay, here he is. He finally came up here. You want to look at the camera? Turn around, come on, here we go. Everybody's saying hi. They all think you're great. You want to lay down? There you go. Google sheer swim top cover up. Put treat on camera. Emmykins is in charge of the treats. I don't have any over here. Closest I have is beans, but I don't think you would want one. All right, let's get back to this. Turn off the light here so I'm not blinding myself. Okay, so yeah, I don't see anything to fight. The rules aren't unreasonable. Your daughter wasn't wrongly accused of breaking them, and the punishment isn't going to have any long-term consequences. Like, what do you even do? How do you fight this? I don't think she should be punished. Well, it's right there in the rules. You were speeding. What do you want? Am I the asshole for telling my wife she's deluded if she thinks she needs my boot dryer more than I do? What? Not enough info. It's getting to be the rainy season where I work. It will rain for the next 4 or 5 months daily. I was packing up my stuff to take to work and I was packing my boot dryer. My wife said she was hoping I could leave it at home since they need it too. What the fuck? All right, get out of here. I don't even know what a boot dryer is. Am I the asshole for telling my sister it's her fault her son is being bullied? Ooh, this sounds spicy. Oh no. My 26F sister, 33F, has 2 sons, Bracken and Neville. Oh no. Those cannot be their real names. Rilif says a boot dryer is a hair dryer for shoes. I don't think that's true. What is Bracken? Is that also a Harry Potter reference? Bracken. The type of fern? Bracken, a tall fern with coarse lobed fronds, which occurs worldwide and can cover large areas. Are they in like a cult? Bracken name. If you're looking for a name that celebrates babies' Irish heritage, consider Bracken, a gender-neutral name that means descendant of Brecon. I can't pronounce Gaelic names. I'm sorry, chat. I'm real bad at it. All right, anyway, okay, ignore the names. My husband, 24M, and I went to a basket raffle at our local library this past week with my sister, Bracken Neville, Bracken's girlfriend, and my sister's husband. Okay, this raffle is held every year and has many local businesses and organizations donate baskets to help raise funds for the library. There are all sorts of baskets, from free messages, and assume that's massages, hopefully not from the person who made the basket. Free massages to gift cards to sports jerseys and much, much, much more. Bracken got some tickets for all the sports related ones. He plays baseball and has done this every year, and he's been pretty successful in the past. Bracken then went around with his GF. I was hanging out with my husband, sister, and rest of the family while looking at the baskets when Bracken and his GF came back to us. Shortly after this, while still looking at the baskets, we saw some science-y baskets, ooh, with projects and books for kids and adults. This type of stuff is what Neville likes. It was going fine until in that section they had a few baskets that were aimed at girls in science/STEM. Then Neville saw the baskets, he called them stupid, and started making some pretty awful comments about how girls are too dumb for science. Whoa! Whoa, Neville! And that's why they needed special baskets. He made some more comments like, this is why robotics club is all boys. He's 11. Oh no. My husband and I just dismissed, but we could see a few people giving us looks, and Bracken made a comment telling Neville to shut his mouth. The raffle happened. Bracken won a lot, the rest of us didn't. On the car ride home, my hubby and I were asking each other where Neville could have learned that language, and we were stumped. Last night, I got a call from my sister, and she seemed stressed. She was telling me about how horrible Neville's first month of middle school was. She was telling me he was being targeted and bullied. I asked her to explain what happened, and she was just crying. I asked if she could give the phone to someone else. Can we talk to somebody not hysterical right now? She gave it to Bracken, who told us she wasn't telling the truth. He said that kids were mocking Neville for what he said at the raffle. Bracken admitted he was telling his friends about it, who then spread it around to the 6th graders. Some of the kids in Neville's grade were calling him creepy and weird, and were doing it to his friends as well, who defended his comments. Damn, kid got canceled in 6th grade. Man, that's brutal. After she calmed down, she asked me what to do. I told her that this was on her and her fault for not correcting Neville's behavior. She said she didn't know why he said it, and said that she can't just take away his phone or friends when I mentioned both as a possible source. She just doubled down and said she needed to teach Bracken and his friends not to gossip. I told her she was being ridiculous and hung up. She tried calling back, I didn't pick up. Then I got angry text, am I the asshole? Yeah, wow. Where? Okay. Kid's 11. I'm not gonna give him too much. I mean, someone should have said something. Because you can't just go around saying like, oh, girls are so stupid, they need special science baskets. Because they're just too stupid to learn science. Which is obviously not true. Guys, come on. Kid Fafo. Wait a minute. Oh, he fucked around and found that. I was trying to think what that I've never seen it abbreviated, or at least I haven't. It's been a long time. I think I'd see it more being on Reddit. Yeah, so just tell him. I mean, he's kid's fucked. Like, he's 11 years old and everybody thinks he's a sexist asshole. What are you gonna do? Like, unless you move, you're just gonna be that kid who said sexist stuff at the science raffle. I don't know. I guess just like keep your head down and try to be cool. I mean, yeah, it sucks. Too much Joe Rogan, Rilip says. I don't want to like take away his entire childhood though, just because he said one stupid sexist thing. But that's just kind of how it works. Like, it's the old story about the guy who fucked a goat. It's like, you fuck one goat and now you're the goat fucker. You say one sexist thing at the raffle, now you're the guy who said the sexist thing at the raffle. Unless you like have a redemption arc, you're kind of fucked. That's just how it is. I mean, when I think of what I was like in school, as soon as you're the weird kid, you are forever the weird kid. And like, I was weird, I get it, but it sucks. You just want to make friends with people and they're like, oh, don't talk to that kid, he's weird. He hangs out with the other weird kids. They have their own weird kid group. They should teach about redemption arcs in school. It's an essential life skill. Well, they do. It's called English class. Problem is they're teaching all the wrong books. Am I the asshole for ending a family naming tradition by not giving my son my late nephew's name as his middle name, even though my sister has said she wants me to? That's stupid. Am I the asshole for refusing to cook separate meals for my niece? Guess we'll take a look at this one. Oh god, it's so long. I, 42F, live with my husband, 45M. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. And our daughters, F18, F16. We live in a different city from our families due to work. A few months ago, my sister asked if her daughter, Kate, who is 19, can stay with us since she was starting college in our city. Oh, that's cool. I knew Kate from before COVID time and remembered her to be a smart, sweet kid. I discussed with my husband, and we agreed she can stay with us. Kate moved in around 2 months back. She was fine, came home on time, let us know her whereabouts, no partying. The issue was with food. She had turned vegan. Oh no. Another vegan post. Normally I cook for my family. I cook just one meal for all. We're all dairy obsessed people. We're all diary obsessed people. Milk for cereal, butter and pancakes, cheese and everything. Eggs were our staple. Oh, I hope they're not. Nobody's lactose intolerant. Kate needed separate dishes altogether, and we needed vegan substitutes for her. Since those are way more expensive, I told my sister she should give money to Kate so she can buy it. She started telling me how my family doesn't take money from family to feed kids. Oh, she started telling me how family doesn't take money from family to feed kids. Kid is 19, my dude. I told her I would feed Kate same as other kids, but I won't spend excess money on her. She said that's fine. Since her mom won't buy it, Kate started buying plant-based substitutes with her pocket money. For dishes like pancakes, I made her food for her using her ingredients. But every time I made a huge non-vegan meal, she expected me to provide equivalent vegan meals. No. 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 That we already drew the line. You are allowed to eat and cook what you want, but you are not allowed to dictate what other people eat and cook. That is the line. We have drawn it. Okay. We have another subreddit we can check out here tonight. You guys remember from last time, we looked at a newer subreddit called AITA, or Am I the Asshole? It's a little bit different. It's a little bit less lax moderation, which, you know, maybe sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. In this case, it's probably bad, but we're going to take a look anyway. Am I the asshole for telling Mill she was dead to me after she showed up in labor and delivery without my mother? Maybe. For the past 3 months, it's been a very well-known plan that when I, 30F, went into labor, my husband was going to drive me to the hospital and my mother-in-law was going to pick up my mother, my kids, and my grandmother, all from one house. Both my mother-in-law and my mom were supposed to be in the delivery room. My gram was to watch my 2 kids. This is... Okay, yeah, this is your plan, I guess. My gram was to watch my 2 kids in the waiting room. Everyone was in agreement with the plan. Now my husband and I have 2 sons already, and for both births, my mother was present. She helped me through so much of the mental anguish and panic, especially after my last, whom literally almost killed me. Anyway, so then I decided to have another kid after one almost killed me. I was bleeding out on the table, and my mom was the only one able to keep the calm. I needed her to be with me with this baby too mentally. So yeah, the doctor said I probably shouldn't have another kid because I would probably bleed out. But we decided to anyway because, you know, YOLO. So we worked this plan out months in advance and everyone was on the same page. However, I go into labor. We make phone calls to Mill and my mom, telling my mom to be ready and my mother-in-law to go get my mother. Why does your mother-in-law have to get your mother? Why can't... You know, whatever. This is... Why do I even ask questions? An hour and 15 minutes later, Mill shows up at the hospital without my mom, my kids, or my grandmother. She said, well, it's too late, so we just need to let everyone sleep. It was 9:30 p.m. Everybody was still awake, and then sat her ass down on the chair in the delivery room and jumped on her phone I told her in a pissed off tone to go get my mom. That was the plan. I need my mom, etc., etc. She just wouldn't. At one point saying she didn't feel up to driving that much. My mom lives 20 minutes from her house, an hour away. Oh, God, that's so far. I told her to get the fuck out of the room and that she was dead to me. The amount of resentment and disgust I felt toward her in that moment is honestly not something I feel I will overcome anytime soon. Okay, she was pissed, saying that mom got to experience 2 births. She didn't do anything wrong. She was just being respectful of people's sleep. Where she wasn't leaving, she was actually escorted out. Now, my mom was able to make it to the hospital literally just as I was giving birth. My kids and my grandmother weren't able to make it, which bothers me a great deal. We've promised our kids they'd be the first to meet their sister. What is it with mother-in-laws, man? Yeah, she did call her mom. That's the thing. She said, okay, be ready to get picked up. And she was probably just standing there by the door waiting for mother-in-law to pick her up. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what the transportation situation is like. But this seems like a really terrible plan because you obviously don't know when labor's going to happen. What if somebody's at work? Somebody is at the grocery store. Somebody's car broke down. I don't know. Is there anybody? Yeah, I don't know. We got to let them sleep, I guess, at 9:30 p.m. Am I the asshole for yelling at my pregnant sister-in-law and telling my husband to choose me or her? Am I the asshole for yelling at my pregnant sister-in-law and telling my husband to choose me or her? Am I? Okay, I saw this one on the front page a few days ago. Am I the asshole for making a microscope slide of my husband's sperm? This one's great, chat. I think this is stupid. Boy howdy is it. But my husband is annoyed with me, so it's whatever. This morning I went to take a shower and my husband had not so gracefully spewed his seed on our glass shower door and didn't clean it up. I went to him and asked that he clean it up in the future and maybe consider not jerking it in our shared shower if he can't clean up after himself. Well, I don't want my shower to be filled with crusty old jizz. It's a self-cleaning device. He argued with me that it was just shampoo and that I'm being basically crazy. Being crazy, basically. Okay, so gaslight. Now, where's the gatekeep? The fact that he kept insisting it was shampoo when I knew it wasn't annoyed me, so I grabbed a Q-tip and a microscope slide, which, of course, everybody has a microscope in their house, and glass covering and made a wet-mounted slide. If you're wondering why I have those on hand, it's because this story is fake. Oh, sorry. I mean, because I took a microbiology course in college years back and kept all the stuff. I mean, it was the college's, but I kept it anyway. I viewed his slide and showed it to him. It was obviously sperm. We had a big fight and he got mad at me and said I can never let anything go, and I said we wouldn't be in this position if he just cleaned up after himself. And I told him to stop insisting I'm wrong when I know I'm right. We have disagreements all the time where he tells me I'm wrong when I know I'm right, and he gets so angry when I prove I'm right. Like he insists our dog's vet is open on Sundays when I know it's closed on Sundays, etc. Oh my God. Hey, Neptune. You've come in at a very opportune time. Right. Hey, it's Taita. Hey, Taita. Taita, I don't know if you saw, but I was in building some stuff in Blockland that you might be interested in. We got Captain Kunk here. Hovers. Hey, Hover. Looking forward to the birthday bash, Hover. Neptune, aloha, dude. So welcome, everybody. Yeah, so is this person the asshole? Hex is saying no assholes, but you guys might... What was that acronym for? Have I heard of Blockland Rebuilt? I've heard of Blockland Rebuilt. I've also heard of Bricadia, which is another one. There's so many different projects going on right now. So I don't know which one's going to come out on top. I mostly just wanted to build them all with Legos, so whichever one comes out on top, I'll end up going with that one, I suppose. So yeah, guys, if you're gonna jerk it in the shower, just clean up after yourself, all right? Just don't be that guy. And honestly, you probably shouldn't jerk it in the shower. Okay, Hex says neither of you are assholes, but you're kind of treading the line. Right. Okay, thank you. So everybody sucks here, but not that much. What Taito wants to know, what is this? This is Reddit court. This is where we read posts on Reddit, and then I don't know. I started doing it because what is this? This one specifically is somebody, this woman's husband jerked it in the shower and left a little bit of himself, and she said, hey, you need to clean up after yourself, and he says, nuh-uh, that's shampoo, idiot. So then she gets out her microscope and puts it on the slide and then proves that it's semen, and he says, well, you suck. So basically, hit the gym, get divorced. Oh no. Okay, TLDR. Guy jerks in shower. Woman says, stop doing that. He says, it's not me, it's shampoo. She says, I proved it with this microscope. There we go. Hopefully you didn't rip out your headphones that time. It's shampoo. It's not shampoo. It's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just clean up after yourself. If it's fine. I think you're not supposed to jerk it in the shower because it can clog the drain or something. But if you do, just wipe it off. You're already in the shower. Like, just... He's blaming shampoo. Yeah, basically. Everybody can tell the difference, I guess, depending on what your shampoo looks like. Yeah, I don't know. Why is he jerking off in the shower anyway? There are much more comfortable ways to deal with it. Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend when his ex died, leaving him to take care of his kids full time? Ooh, that's a rough one. Better than in shampoo is better. Wait, I mean, if you're cleaning the shower and you see something stuck on the shower door, it being shampoo is probably better for your cleaning purposes than some guy's jizz. Is this a copy pasta? Shampoo is better, says Mighty Stoosh. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner's better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. And then there's me. And then I don't have to worry about shampoo. I just put soap on my head and scrub it because it's part of my skin. All right. Am I the asshole for giving my daughter's condoms behind my wife's back? Oh, some of these are just like sad. Am I the asshole for wanting a divorce after cancer? Oh man, maybe we shouldn't come here anymore. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my girlfriend my jacket and shoes after I insisted on her to bring one? She didn't bring shoes? Am I the asshole for refusing to speak to my mom after 35 years of no contact now that she's old? Am I the asshole for giving my wife an ultimatum? Ooh, this looks good. Nice and spicy. Imagine if the husband was bald and said it was shampoo. Yeah. Listen, here, what I have a 5-in-1. It is soap, shampoo, conditioner, lotion, and deodorant. I don't know what they put in that Irish Spring bottle, but apparently it does it all. It goes everywhere. Am I the asshole for giving my wife an ultimatum? I, 35M, have been married to my wife, 37F, for 7 years. And we were together another 3 before that. We had a daughter, 5F. I'm assuming you still have the daughter when you say we had a daughter, and then that was before the accident. On the outside, our marriage appears to be perfect. She and I own a nice house with a good school district, have a great kid, and both work full time. Her job requires her to do some travel and wants her in the office 3 days a week. My job does not pay well, but I work completely remote and spend a lot of time talking my daughter to soccer or doctor's appointments, as well as keeping up around the house. For anyone asks, this is not a weight gain issue. I am active and fit, and my wife is the same. Okay. All right. So we have it. I don't think it's actually deodorant. It's like deodorizer, or I don't know. I'd have to get the bottle. Emmykins isn't here to go grab it. All right. So we'll finish this and then we'll do Mighty Stoosh wants us to do framed, I think. It's been a while since we did a framed. For the past 4 years or so, my wife has shown basically no interest in our marriage and acts more like roommate than partner. We have basically no romance or intimacy. When I say intimacy, I know some people will jump to sex, but to me, intimacy means acting like a couple. Hand-holding, kisses, cuddling, and obviously sex. None of these are really things my wife wants to do and makes it painfully obvious that she isn't interested. Oh boy. Of course, she and I were very much an amazing couple. Man, that's just sad. All these are all so sad. I don't want to read these. Hand holding. Guys, yeah, censor hand holding. That's too hot for YouTube when this goes up. Okay, let me open up Framed here. Actually, you know what? Let's start with a good one. We'll do Game Duel real quick, so you guys can be amazed by my incredible Game Duel prowess. Let's go to home. September update. Guess the game by its cover. Uh-oh. Is this Cult of the Lamb? I don't think this is Cult of the Lamb, but I'll guess that anyway. No. What the heck is this? He's got like armor on him? He's got armor and like a big cape. Oh, is this not Castlevania? I guess it could be Castlevania. Castlevania, nope. Okay, he's got a skull. What is this Hades? Isn't Hades? No, what the fuck? They're just giving me the armor. I need something a little more concrete here. Darkwing Duck. That's too old school. Oh, what is this? Is it Aria of Sorrow? No, that's because it would have shown up as Castlevania. What was that? No, it's not. It's not that. Generic Dark Warrior Man, says Neptune Evo. And Hover says I've seen that skull. It does have like it's like an orc. It's like an orc skull or something. Is this Orcs Must Die? Oh, okay. No, this is wait. Is this V Rising? There we go. It's V Rising. Okay, we got it. It's Raid Shadow Legends, the hottest mobile game now available on your phone with over 5 million players. Play it now, or else. This is Advanced Wars Dual Strike. No, no. What the heck is this? Far Cry. Oh no, there's too many. Okay, we might need more information. Is it ARG? No. I've seen like an AR, but that could really be anything. This looks like an old Final Fantasy almost. But there's so many of them. Let's say tactics, just... Huh. Alright, it's not Final Fantasy. Dodgeball. Yeah, what is... I have never seen this. Oh, it's artwork, right. Okay, it's not the cover of a game. Is this like... Okami or something? No, because there's no people in Okami. Wow, I have... Looks like ours? That's not even a game. Doesn't look like Final Fantasy at all. Yeah, it's not a cover though. It's just artwork. Brawl Stars? No. Starts with an S? Star? Sea of Stars. There we go. Oh, we got it. A retro-inspired turn-based RPG. So it's kind of got a Final Fantasy look to it, I guess. All right, now it's time for the hard one. Mass Effect. Oh, single player. Okay, single player, third person plus, sci-fi or action. On the Unreal Engine, say Deus Ex Human Revolution. Okay, we're getting there. Deus Ex Human Revolution has some third-person elements. Don't lie to me, game. So definitely sci-fi. It's either sci-fi or it's action stealth, which, oh, that would kind of suck. So it's not Square Enix, it's not Eidos, it's not BioWare, it's not EA, it's not any of those guys. Why is everybody saying Pokemon for the last one? Okay, first person plus. What is a more modern first person game? Fallout 4. Oh, Fallout 4 came out in 2015. God damn. Okay, it's from Bethesda. It's Starfield. Yeah, we got him. That was too easy. Yeah, Rilip. Nice try, Pokemon, for this one, huh? I don't think so. All right, keywords. Here's the hard one. Dice, Yoshi, Ghost. Mario Party. Holy shit, first try. Let's go. Okay, now I can do even really badly on the movie one. Le Pure Café. Oh, fuck me. Chat, I don't know. The French Connection. Today, in-store appearance, author Jesse Wallace reading Q&A. New release, Jesse Wallace, this time. I don't watch Inception. It's not Inception. Jesse Wallace? That's not a Moneyball. I don't know. The 40-year-old virgin. That's not even on here. It's so far off they don't even bother putting it on here. I don't know who any of these people are. I'd never even heard of this movie. I do this to myself. Okay, 569. This is Oppenheimer. Is it two P's? Oppenheim. It's not Oppenheimer, chat. Oh no. Well, I'm out of ideas. Blonde. I don't know. It's just I can't do these ones. They're too hard. I've never seen any of these movies. I mean, sometimes I get one, but it's very rare. This is Ghostbusters. Is this Finding Forrester? Oh my god, I got it. I'm like an idiot, but I sometimes get it right. Where's Punch the Keys, for God's sake? Where is he? There he is. You're the man now, dog. Is the fella in the bottom right my PNG tuber? Only for Reddit court. Otherwise, I just have the webcam on, and it's not even a PNG tuber. We need to convince Sharp to VTube as judge. Oh, this is Bambi? It's not even on here. Is it Snow White? No. What? Wait a minute. What is this? The Sleeping Beauty? One of the... No. What is this? This looks amazing. What is this? Not Snow White. It's not Sleeping Beauty. It's not Bambi. Heck. Oh, it's fucking Beauty and the Beast. Okay, it was way closer than I was thinking. It seemed really old. Okay, guy climbing on a balcony. Did my brain autocorrect star as Sharp? Yes. Combined star and shard. We need to convince Star Shard to VTube as a judge. Listen, if you guys can find a Run Lola Run. No. Oh wait, is this the snowman? No. So there's a guy with a gun. Gemeinschaftsbank in Zurich. Where's Tasumaga? He would appreciate my attempted German pronunciation. AITA, you're gonna screenshot Judge Guy? I mean, that's just would I wear a powdered wig headset? Listen, if I knew that people were gonna actually watch, I would put more effort into it. It's funnier if it's screenshot and shitty. Either way, I mean, like I said, I have the webcam. I have it set up right here. I typically, for these, because I'm like squinting at text on the screen, I don't usually have it on, so it's just me. Oh, I do have my my jack-o'-lantern shirt on. And we got Michael Myers over here. He's hanging out tonight. Special guest Michael Myers from the classic film Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. So yeah, we'll just flip the light off there so I can continue reading. Okay, so this guy with a gun, big guy. Are we sure this isn't Run Lola Run? Oh wait, oh, that's Matt Damon. What was Matt Damon in? Matt Damon. I don't know. The Bourne. Oh, it was fucking Bourne Identity. Never saw those. Motorcycle Man. Motorcycle Woman. This looks kind of familiar. Nope. And we're back to nothing. I have no idea. The Kids Are All Right. Never heard of it. I mean, I know there's a song. Is this the 300? No. Is this Meet the Spartans? No. Is this Spartacus? No. Title wants to know if I heard about the 7th grade kids now can't read past 3rd grade level. I feel like that's always kind of been the case, though. Because, like, most of the kids I went to school with were kind of stupid. It's Gladiator. Must be Gladiator. It's not Gladiator. Wait a minute. Wait, this is like a real movie. There's like a taxi in it. Is this the Joker? Barbarella? I doubt it. I feel like I would recognize Barbarella somehow. That's just one of those. I don't know. Ooh, what's this? Oh, is this the King's Man? The King's Man. No, oh, it's Constantine. Because that's Keanu Reeves. I got it. Yes. AITA says somehow I feel like all those kids end up going on to graduating far above college than I ever will. Well, listen, college isn't all. The only reason I went to college was because, one, it was paid for by the government, and two, I wanted to become a financial planner, and you have to have a degree to do that. Actually, you don't have to. Like, anybody can call themselves a financial advisor. But if you want to get certified as a financial planner or become like a CPA or any of those different qualifications, you got to have a degree. Ooh, what is this? There's like a bird flying through a stadium. But this looks kind of heavenly, like it's Mount Olympus or something. But that can't possibly be right. Is this Gods of Egypt? Please be Gods of Egypt. Damn it, it's not. Oh wait. Is this Aladdin? Okay, good, it's not. Mighty Sushas Keanu says the only DC superhero he'll play is Constantine. He already did, though. Are you saying they're making another one? Wait, is this the Mummy? Hold on. The Mummy. Blood from the Mummy's tomb. Oh, wait. Is this Moses? No, that can't be right. What is this? Okay, bird. Chest. Lady. Baby. Oh, wait. This is okay, so this is like Gods of Olympus or something. Did they make him? Oh fuck. This is Percy Jackson? It's not Percy Jackson. Damn it. He said he tried to make another happen, but no takers. That's surprising. Everybody likes Keanu Reeves. And Hex, I think when they say a hero, he just means like a character. Like Batman's not a superhero. He's just a regular hero. Yeah, this looks really Percy Jackson-y. The Lightning Thief? No. Was there another... Is this Wonder Woman? I didn't see Wonder Woman. Nope. Is this oh hey, it's that one guy. Mads Mikkelsen. Is this Hercules? Gives Clash of the Titans. God damn it. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't even remember that movie, but whatever. This is obviously Runaway Bride. No, it's not. I don't know. Ooh, passport. Where are they going? Okay. Don't know who these people are. I give it a year. Never heard of it. This is bad, chat. This is real bad. This is Man of Steel. It's not Man of Steel. What is this? Attack the Block? No, that was about aliens. This looks kind of like Judge Dredd, but so there's a helicopter. There's a lot of helicopters here. Is this the A-Team? Oh no. Oh, it's got Harrison Ford. This must be Air Force. No, he's too old. Air Force One was Harrison Ford at his most. Well, not at his most, but like, okay, we'll start with that Air Force One because I know he was in it. Is this Mads Mikkelsen again? What is this? This White House Down? No. Not dystopia. Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. Is this the Expendables? God damn it. Fucking Sylvester Stallone. Looks like an Expendables. Oh, Patriot Games was the other one it could have been, but yeah. So apparently, yeah, everybody was in Expendables. Here's Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. Oh no, that's Dolph Lundgren. I have mixed up my actors, I think. And hey, Harrison Ford, helicopters and shit, blowing stuff up. Oh great, yeah, thanks. Yeah, that wall, cliff is really gonna help me get the answer to whatever movie this is. Jeez. Okay, give me something else. Okay, it's about rock climbing. Is this 200 something hours? 127 hours? No. Then I have no clue what this is. They're climbing shit. That doesn't seem safe. Fall. Never heard of it. How am I supposed to get these if I've never seen these? City News. Is this Anchorman? The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Oh, Anchorman 2 even. It is not. That's the only thing that I can think of that would have news in it. I'm Ron Burgundy? Spoilers. Pink Floyd's The Wall? It's not that one, no. Oh, I like this guy's like wispy beard. That's cool. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of pictures of cars. Wait a minute, it's John Travolta. This must be Saturday Night Fever. It is not Saturday Night Fever, and it's not Grease. I didn't know John Travolta was in anything else. It's not RoboCop, because it's got John Travolta in it. What was John Travolta in besides Saturday Night Fever? I have no idea. Oh, he was in Pulp Fiction, but this is like young John Travolta. And none of the rest of this all looks very... Was Saturday Night Fever a sequel or a prequel to something? Okay, I've never heard of Blowout. And that was John Lithgow. None of that helped. I have never heard of Blowout. Because they're picking movies that no one's ever seen. This is Lilo and Stitch. I just watched that movie a few weeks ago. Easy. Please give me more of those, game. So easy. That's the Galactic Council. That's when they sent in Stitch. And then, yeah, there we go. We got the big ship, and then, yeah, idiot scientist jailed. We got the fat tourist. Yeah, great movie. Emmykins fell asleep halfway through. She missed all the best parts. And yeah, obviously you're gonna get it once you get the Lilo and Stitch, but... Okay, this is clearly Jaws. It is not Jaws. Okay, in that case, it must be... I mean, this is really pretty. Oh, this is Narnia. Is this Voyage of the Dawn Treader? Narnia. Fuck. The Lion, the Witch? No. They never made the silver chair. Is this Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? It is not. Oh wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, this is like a totally different movie now. It's a little blue fella, chat. Prince Campaign. It's Prince Caspian. Autocorrect ate your thing there. This is a cartoon of some kind. I have zero idea what this could possibly be. Who are these people? Who is this guy? This looks like the girl all grown up now. Is this Whale? Ruby? No. Please zoom in a bit. There's plenty of room. I can't. I mean, I guess I can technically, but it's not like it's actually gonna make the picture bigger. All right, is that better? Is that it? They say framed, but really they mean poorly framed. Is this Nimona? It's not. I have Kraken. No, it's not the Teenage Kraken one. It just came out. Okay, I have no clue. I've never heard of this. It's called The Sea Beast. Well, that's not very descriptive. Soothe Spas. Is this Scarface? No. This is The Karate Kid. Emmykins loves this movie. That's the only reason I recognize this. Titus says, I have done something exceptionally stupid. Check DMs. All right. Oh boy, I'm seeing a lot of alerts here tonight. Hold on, let me... Seeing there's some stuff in Gen chat. Okay, thank you, Emmykins, for posting. Let's see. AITA has sent me something. You want me to watch this on stream, or is this just for me? Oh, you're making him jump around. That's great. All right, that's really funny. Here, I'll it's probably like too much of a pain in the butt to try to get it sorted out. All right, so yeah, let's get back into it here. Only a couple more movies to go. That is really funny, Taita. It's Taita basically just made the judge from Night Court into a PNG tuber that bounces around when I talk. It's pretty great. Okay, this is not Air Force One, but with the red and green lights. What is this? Ooh. Is this a DB Cooper versus Bigfoot? This is Cocaine Bear. Yup, I got it. See, I either get it right away or I'm like, I've never even heard of this movie. All right, Taita has put it in the Gen chat. Check it out in Discord. Uh-oh. Are we to one we already did? No, we haven't done this one yet. This is just like a regular American highway intersection. This could be anywhere. Initech. Oh, this is Office Space. Got him. See, I believe you have my stapler. I believe you have my stapler. So yeah, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday. Why are they rigging it so hard against me? They're not. I'm getting some of these. If I have even seen a little bit of the movie, I can probably get it. If I've never even heard of the movie, obviously I can't get it. So yeah, and Taita, if you haven't seen in the there's a channel where I've been posting screenshots of the mall. If you're interested, I spent some time on it. I think it's coming along pretty good. Gonna work on it some more this weekend. I have no idea what this is. Is this the Vivitch? No, this is like Les Mis or something. Nope. What the fuck is this? Now it's Little Red Riding Hood? Now it's something else? What is this? A Tale of Two Sisters. Nope. The Brothers Grimm. Okay, I did not know that was a movie. I'm gonna be honest. Every fable in one movie, it's the Brothers Grimm. Of course. Oh, this looks fun. That plane does not look like it's gonna make it. For some reason, I am reminded of Jurassic Park 3, but that's not even on here, so. Operation Dumbo Drop. Also not on here. Con Air, it's not Con Air. This is probably like Platoon or something. It's not Platoon. Where are we now? Okay, we were in like Southeast Asia, and now we're in rural Oregon. Oh, I guess this is Rambo. Rambo's not even on here. Why am I wasting my time? Hardcore version of Airplane X's. What? Wait, okay. Are there airplanes or are they living in pioneer times? What's going on here? And is that who I think it is, chat? Is that Mr. Crystal Skull Vodka himself? Dan Aykroyd? What is going on with this? What movie is this? Oh wait, is this? No, because there's a plane. Dan Aykroyd in a movie. They crashed the airplane and are surviving in the jungle. He's got fried chicken. What do you mean they're surviving in the jungle? And now there's kids. And now they're on. I have no idea. It's called Get On Up. I don't know. I don't know. What is that? The one about Chris Brown? Or Bobby Brown or Chuck Brown or I don't know. Next. This is, oh fuck, what is this? I've seen this movie. Is this Shrek 2? Yeah, it is. I knew it. I told you if I've seen the movie, I can get it. They're AI generating these to fool me specifically. They're not though. I just haven't seen any of these. This is Carrie. It's not Carrie. It's I have no fucking clue what this is. To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything. No, it's not that. Okay, let's be smart about this. So we're seeing these are like Asian or Asian American characters. They appear to be. But I don't know what the doorbell is, and I don't know what the gift is. And I don't know what this is all about. I know Chinatown's a movie, but I don't think it's actually about Chinese people. Yeah, I have no idea. In the Mood for Love. Literally never heard of it. Here we go. This is... Wait, is this the scene before he goes to hold the boombox up above his head? Say Anything? It's not Say Anything. It's oh fuck, what was that movie? The John Carpenter one. John dies at the end. John dies. That's not even on here. Guys, come on. Okay, let me see. What is the movie with the guy from that other movie, and then he fights the guy, he drives a truck, Big Trouble in Little China? It's not that. Okay, I have no idea then. What? Okay, this guy's got a kid. There's a restaurant. There's the guy from Spider-Man talking to another guy. Yeah, I don't know. Is that Alec Baldwin? Glengarry Glen Ross. I've heard the name. I've never seen anything about the Glengarry. I have no idea what that is. This is... I feel like we're just... You guys are just forcing me to do this now. Mike's Mobile Detailing. Is this Ant-Man and the Wasp? Regular Ant-Man? It's not. Hey, is that Fluffy? That's the Fluff Man himself. I don't know what this movie is though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this Magic Mike? But oh, is it the first one or the second one? No, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go with the first one. I got it, yes! Ant-Man works at ex-con security. Yeah, well, not in the first one, he works at Baskin Robbins. Okay, Chad, I think that's enough framed for me tonight. Ugh. In fact, I think that's enough everything tonight, because I don't want to exhaust the well of Reddit content. So I think I'm going to thank everybody for coming out. Do we have time for a few McMansions? Okay. For you, Hex, for you, we'll look at a few McMansions. Let me load it up. We'll get the very best ones. We got the best McMansions. We got the best houses. We got the best roof lines. Enjoy my commentary on this Minnesota beauty. Ooh, that's right in my neck of the woods. Let's check it out. Take a couple minutes here. Here we have somewhat innocent start. Well, don't get your hopes up. That driveway is a little iffy. Oh, the window room. Ah, yes. Be a good dining room, I suppose. A beautiful view from here. With a nice view of the sink. Is this supposed to be a kitchen? Wait. This is smaller than my kitchen. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. What is this? This is, oh God. There's the kitchen. They have an island, so it's clearly going to be very expensive. Here's where the cabinets are. Here's a hallway to nowhere. Fuck it, we arch. Side table in the wall. What the heck? I'm really not understanding the shape of these rooms. Why? That is well, this is like the movie room. This is where the projector goes. Maybe this is a bathroom? Respectable on the outside, McMansion on the inside. The doors are painted only on one side. Well, yeah, because it costs more to paint both sides. And then you have a view of the inside of the house. This bedroom has an entryway. No, why? Bedrooms have doors. What if I'm jerking it in there? You don't want to just... Gotta knock first. 2 doors to what? Why is the sink segregated? What is this big open area? Well, you know what? We all know. Wait a minute. Okay, hopefully there's another toilet paper roll in this side. So this is we'll call it the Megan Trainor bathrooms. They wised up and put walls between the 2 bathrooms. Looks like a randomly generated house in a video game. It's not quite good enough to be procedurally generated house, I don't think. There's too many weird like angles. These people are seriously obsessed with storage. I mean, I am too. Just a whole storage room on top of all that space. They have a lot of stuff. This is their closet. Oh, what the fuck? Where are we? What room is this? Outside lights, inside. Weird ass ceiling dip. Kinda looks like a face. I mean, it's a dimensions. Where the hell are we now? I don't. There's a wait. There's a. That's a. Oh, it is a secret door. Look at that. It's your secret passageway. He was never heard from again. Amazing. That is a wonderful house. Not really, but okay. 5 bedroom, 12 bathroom, $8.9 million monstrosity. Here we go. We have $8.9 million house located in Victoria, British Columbia. No joke. No cap, no cap. Just pure. This is the hotel entryway. Why is everything dirt and gravel? Hexus, people don't want to spend more time than necessary in that house, so no one will ever find the secret door. Is the asphalt temporary? Hex wants to know. No, it comes with the house. So does the dirt. Ooh. Okay, all right. This reminds me of the opening to Deus Ex, with like the big decoration and the weird lights. It's very tangential, but that's what I immediately thought of. Okay, we have like UFO ceiling lights. Cool. Kitchen island. Very cool. Very cool. Have a fume hood for the stove. This looks like a doctor's office. Are we sure this is a house? No, this is definitely a doctor's office. Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm back to house again. Because that's a nice fucking shower though. Damn. Wish I had a shower like that. At least it wouldn't be in the basement. That looks like you could fill it up and go for a swim. It's a house office combo, you think? Maybe. Yeah, because look at this. What kind of room is this? This looks like a science lab. You'd set up a bunch of desks and have kids come in here and do experiments. What happens if you go down the stairs? Takes you to the secret basement? Another kitchen. Why are there so many kitchens? Part of me wonders if this was some kind of private retreat spa place. Yeah, I mean, maybe. There's so many different... Oh, yeah, another one of those showers. The sad little toilet. Oh, you guys think this was for a bidet? Or maybe it's probably just for a sink. Never mind. Emmykins was saying we should get a bidet. Because she heard on her podcast that it's good for something. And maybe we will when we replace the entire bathroom. So yeah. It maybe used to be something else, and now they converted it into a house. First time home builder. Did I build a McMansion? Probably not if you have to ask. No, this is just a nice big house. Oh wait, it does look like a legit McMansion. All the random gables, the pillars holding up another gable. Haven't seen interior pictures, but if you have a gigantic 2-story living room to cause immediate agoraphobia, sorry. All right. Correct. This is a correct house, as you can see. $8.9 million and there's exposed plumbing. Fuck off. Well, you gotta furnish it yourself, Rillip. You're asking a lot. Hex was giving that one a 2 out of 10 on the McMansion scale. Sharp roof lines and a whole ass interior pool for $3 million. This is 735 Hardwick Drive. Can we take a look at some of the photos, please? Beautiful, beautiful. I don't think this is a McMansion. I think this is just like a big house. Which part of this is McMansion-y? Hey, you got a little bar? Oh, that'd be cool. And a pool? Wait, this is not. This has got to be like in a certified McMansion, my ass. The pool area is kind of amazing. The rest is not. Dude, that's awesome. It looks like a Star Destroyer. What do you? Oh, that's a it's a real mansion. What the heck? Don't tell me that's a McMansion. The long roof looks ass. Okay, maybe a little bit. It's definitely better than some of the crap we've seen on here. A generational estate gone bad, gone sexual. What a colossal waste of space and glaring lack of taste. All right, let's take a look. Yep. Yep. Oh no, what's with all the geese? Why so? Look at all this wasted. The rooms are so empty. It's like a museum. All right, the bedroom at least looks lived in. Ooh. This could be yours. $1,500 for the whole set. Oh, the game room. Yes. Now we're talking. Kind of far from any kind of seating, though. All right, nah, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like one looks like a museum and the other one looks like someone's actual house. McMansion of the Ocean for Gotti. Wait, McMansion on the Ocean of Gotti for 1.5 million Canucks. All right, I believe they're called loonies. 1.5 million loonies. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, that's a little Gilded Age, too Gilded Age for me. Yeah, that's oh no, what the fuck? Oh, amazing. The golden toilet. It's real. The golden toilet is real. Oh. I can't believe it. It finally happened. Oh man. Seems cheap for 1.5 Canadian, 1.5 million Canadian. Well, Hex, now you know where to start looking for a house. Wow, it is super. Everything is so just ornate. But the golden toilet, oh, that's amazing. Comes with a free guillotine out front. Hex says I would not survive stepping through the entryway. Oh man. You know, it's not that bad, but it's make it look Trump. No, wait, Trumpier. Is in Nova Scotia, I guess. Oh, that's good. This is the laugh that I needed for today after all these terrible Am I the Asshole posts. What is this? I typed McMansion in a text to image generator. This actually is an AI generated McMansion, and it looks columns that go up to more columns to the gables. Oh, this is great. You know, it looks too good to be a McMansion though. Like it's okay, well there's like a weird roof line here. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm seeing all the weird little. Yeah, so there's less roof lines than we would like to see, but definitely it's a little bit too much, I think, to be a real house. What are some guidelines for a McMansion? Well, let's take a look. We have a short guide. Large, generally above 2,500 square feet and 2-story or more, sometimes way too big for the lot it sits on. Built cheap. They are built by cutting corners and using less than quality materials because they focus on getting as much size and appearance of wealth as possible from their money. They fit several styles, so mashing together different elements. Exterior afterthought. They're designed with a focus on the interior first, and the exterior is done as an afterthought. Lacks architectural integrity. The house makes you confident there was no licensed architect involved in its creation who cares about what they designed. And then there's multiple, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a I know it when I see it type thing. But yeah, what Hex says, columns, different roof lines, different windows. Yeah, really, your house is not a McMansion. Well, I kind of looked like one when we looked at it. Any takers for this $12 million beauty? Oh, wow, that's a lot of different textures kind of mushed together. It looks kind of like a theme park attraction. Like they condensed down one entire medieval village into one building. And there's like a gift shop, and maybe there's like an entrance to a ride over here. The different sizes of windows over the drive-up portico. Oh yeah, what's going on here? Let's take a look at the, oh, so this is like pseudo Italian villa style, like a winery. Oh god. The 2-story living room, no TV, of course. Did we look at this one already? This looks really familiar. Yeah, this is from a month ago. I think we saw this one. I remember this stairs. A friggin' bell. Yeah, well, it's the bell tower. How else are you gonna let the servants know it's time for dinner, or however the bells are used? It's a ladder. It's just a very steep staircase, all right? It's non-standard. It's fine. Oh, there's the TV. It's right next to this. It's the Harry Potter room. I remember this one for sure now. Because it's like a room under the stairs, but it's not actually a room. It's just adjacent to the stairs. This one is great. So yeah. All right. I think we've caught up to where we were. And yeah, here's the chapel. Hilarious. Very funny. So now we're gonna wrap it up, everybody. So remember, if you are interested, for those of you who haven't heard about the ongoing Blockland Modular Mall project, if you'd like to contribute, just head on into the Discord. Check out the Blockland Mall channel. Neptune Evo, thanks for watching. You guys are all awesome. I have so much fun doing these streams, and I mean, I have fun streaming in general, but these ones are especially fun because everybody shows up to help participate. So who's around? Let's raid. The Coop group, they're playing some Deep Rock Galactic. Just say hello, pop in. I love me some Deep Rock. I will see you guys not tomorrow, not Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be doing some more RimWorld. And don't forget to watch Emmykins on Real Besties on Wednesday. And I'll see you when I see you.